We've covered the demolition or potential loss of several historic sites across Chattanooga this year. Many of the buildings are listed on the National Register of Historic Places, but that doesn't really mean that much when it comes to saving them. There are some local protection for these historic buildings, but as Logan Dubel reports, some of the tools haven't been used in 3 decades.
We're expecting the demolition of the Medical Arts Building and Engle Stadium, and the sports barn collapsed earlier this year after it was already scheduled for demolition. More recently, planning commissioners deferred rezoning of the Patton Parkway building to next month, but it could become a mixed-use property with apartments. Still, the city hasn't approved a new local designation for a historic landmark or a district since 1995.
This has been a tough year.
Even though the city has nearly 100 listings on the National Register of Historic Places, Todd Morgan, executive director of Preserve Chattanooga, says that holds little weight locally.
Since there isn't protection at the federal level, the local community has to step in and say, this is important, so let's think about how we're going to take care of it moving forward.
Still, organizations like Preserve can apply for historic landmark or district designations as an extra layer of protection. Chattanooga only has 4 districts and 1 landmark, the Shaven House.
So what we're trying to do is help raise awareness that these tools are in the community.
One tool is a facade easement, which Preserve holds at the Choo Choo and Tivoli Theater. It's a legal agreement with the owner and is attached to a property deed, meaning it lives on when a building changes hands. Mayor Tim Kelly said earlier this month it's important to find a balance between saving the old and making way for new growth.
And we have a lot of great historic buildings and a lot of great history, and yet we have a need to do more density and have more affordable housing downtown, because it doesn't need to just sit there empty. I mean, again, the Mountain City Stove building is a good example. That's an older building right beside City Hall, and it collapsed, for neglect. We certainly don't want that.
Preserve plans to issue its first plan of recommendations for Hamilton County since 1977 in the new year. Sites including the Chattanooga Bank Building, which will soon open as the Waymark Hotel, are mentioned in this document for having historical value.
People have been able to take an old building and adaptively reuse it for something new, which is the best way to save old buildings and make them contributing structures to the local economy.
Preserve Chattanooga says it's too early to comment on any plans of their own to nominate any new landmarks, but they're hoping that their first plan in more than half a century creates a vision to keep the scenic city scenic. Back to you.